Welcome back to Redneck's Dirty Hands. I'm Pete. I'm here with my good buddy Billy, aka
Jim.
Jim! Behind the cameras, the lovely Christina.
Good and you?
And today we're working on this sweetie here. We picked this up at the Sledorama show in Peterborough there last weekend, and $30. Jim, you're one hell of a negotiator.
Did my best.
It's funny too, because in the beginning when you were first talking to them, they wanted $150 for this thing, and by the end of the day, they sold the plastic bezel that was on this to some fella for $50, and then sold the rest of the snowmobile to us for $30. That was a Snowmobiler TV, had a trailer full of old sleds and parts and all that stuff, and obviously they did not want to take this home. He said he paid $400 for this thing back in 2006, and we just stole it for $30.
Nice one.
That is a nice one. So, I mean, it does have a Polaris seat on it, you know, Skidoo. We don't even know, what year is this thing?
I believe it's 71.
All right, 71, it's got the 399 twin inner. Now, it did kind of fire, you know, obviously it has no gas in it or whatever, just squirting some little go juice in the carburetor there. It fires real quick and shuts down, so I think we got the potential to make this a runner, but she is a bit of a heat. So, main thing though too, like look at this, the freaking choke. It's still there. Usually this thing's rotten or gone or broken off. So I mean, we're winning.
Recoil still working good?
Oh, that's good pressure. Check this out. I thought it had electric start on it. Get a shot of this, babe. On the back of the clutch. Got a ring gear for a starter, but she's freewheeling. like I don't know what the point of that is, but okay.
Yeah.
Just like Uncle Stevie's old Evinrude, it does have a cigarette lighter, but
Caesar salad.
yeah, it's lit its last cigarette back in the 70s, I'm pretty sure. So she's I didn't even look at this thing at the show. Jim was in charge of this deal, and he was just hot and horny for it. just had to bring her home.
I heard it fire up, so I thought for $30 you can't go wrong.
I mean, you can't even buy a box of beer for $30, so I mean, we're already ahead. And we also got, I didn't think that this suspension was actually for this rig, because it's a slide rail suspension, and like we got those other two beside Mom and Dad's place there that are basically the same. I think they're the same year and all that, and they're all bogey suspensions. So, but Jim and I have been looking at the bits and pieces, and everything looks like it bolts into it, so
Looking like it.
upgrade. Nice one. I have no idea how it bolts in there. I am not an old Skidoo expert by any means, but we've just been mapping it out. We are missing one of these the eye loops there for the front one, so when we need those, the springs hook into there. So I think what we're gonna have to do, this thing's also got the old Tilson carburetor. We kind of pulled a boner there at the show. There was a fella set up out in the swap meet, had a table full of all the rebuild kits and all that stuff for all these Tilsons and the old sleds and everything, and we should have grabbed a mitt full while we were there, but I just got off the phone a little bit ago with the fellas at the Cat Shack, and apparently they got a bunch hanging on the wall, so I think we'll take a trip up there. We'll have to grab a carb rebuild kit, see if they got an eyelet for the suspension there, and then, I mean, new spark plugs,
Yeah.
maybe some fuel line, a
yeah.
filter. But yeah, I think maybe we should just give her a little quick tug. See if she still fires.
See if she still fires?
Yeah, hold on, Jim. Where's the go juice?
Right here.
Oh yeah, she gonna fire right up. I'll hold on to it so it don't drive away.
She fired.
All right, so I mean, I think, geez, by the end of the day, we might be ripping. Whoever put that Polaris seat on there, even though it says Polaris on it, fits and works on there pretty good. It's got the nice little backrest for you to sit on. Way more comfortable than the original seats that would have been on here. And the hood, the cowl, isn't really that bad. We got a little bit of a piece missing here.
Crap.
A little bit of a crack on the front, but I think that's to be expected with all these. That bumper, if you hit that with some steel wool, she'll shine right up.
Mint.
Man, and look, steering's nice and tight. So now, we posted that video getting this for 30 bucks. And then instantly, as soon as we got home, our buddy Remington, whoa, think we gotta do a shootout. I might have just picked something up, so. Yep, we got a 19, I think it's an 81 Arctic Cat Jag 340. So, he wants us to get this, this sweetie going. I mean, it's not really in that bad a shape, so wants us to get this running at the same time, and you know, we got that rivalry going. You've always been on his sled, you know, a bit faster, so he's gonna let me ride this one, and you're gonna be riding your $30.
But I'm a cat guy.
Well, I need the advantage. I need to win.
Sure.
So hopefully, I mean, this one doesn't look too bad either. The seat is like mint on it. This cowl doesn't look all busted up. The windshield seen better days.
Track looks really good.
It does, yeah. The only thing is, go check. The steering's nice and tight on the old Skidoo. Look at that, sloppy. It's like a Dodge.
And then it's a, what size motor are these? A 3?
Well, it's a 340, but oh, look at it, the vintage. Spirit sticker on there.
Free air?
Oh yeah. No air filter or air box. That's always a nice thing. So today is going to be a vintage revival day. What do we got in here? Oh. Actual Arctic Cat plug caddy. Nice one. Oh, spark plug wrench. Geez, how much torque were they putting their plugs into? Bent the screwdriver right around in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that plug would have been sea salad in there. So we got some goodies.
Oh, I like the head stud and bolt on it. It's nice.
Okay, and I mean, she's not stuck. So, I guess we're gonna tag team these girls here, Jim. We'll see if we can get them going. So I guess first things first, we'll take one of these eyelets out. We'll hop in the old raw dog there and head out to the cat shack and see if we can get out parts for these two sweeties, and then pitter patter get at her, see if we can get them running. Oh, looks like they got some deals out front here, Jim. There's
a few.
Yeah.
How much cash today?
$3.99. Ladies first.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna go follow them out back and see if we can find what we're looking for. Yeah. I think we got what we need here. So one thing off the list. So now we're just gonna need a gas cap or fuel gauge for that old Jag of Remington's, and then some carburetor rebuilders. So I'm pretty sure they got them hanging on the wall inside. Any luck with the gas cap, Jim?
There's one over there. It doesn't have the gauge on it, but
Nah, we don't need
we don't need a gauge.
No, we just need to keep water out of there.
Yeah.
All right.
There's another one back here.
On the We might have found the Holy Grail. So that's just missing the springs. And we got the springs. These wheels are tighter than...
Tighter, but
They look like
they're
they'll,
going to blow apart.
they'll grenade.
The butt. Another one.
Oh, these sliders are like brand new. 30 years ago. All right, well wait to talk to Ryan and see if we can work a deal for, maybe we'll get it for free 99, seeing how it's a $3.99, you know what I mean? Let's go see if we can find a gas cap. Another Olympique. Jim. That's all we need. We don't need the fancy one with the gauge and all that. This is way better, and then we know we won't be getting any water in the fuel, so
That's amazing.
2 parts down. Let's I guess go see if they got the carb kits, and then see if we can haggle. You're a good negotiator. I mean, you got that whole snowmobile for 30, so I'll let you do the talking. Yeah, geez, I left all the beers at home, so we're not gonna be able to use them for bargaining chips. But yeah, sit here and look at all the, you got tie rod ends, control arms, suspension arms, you know, all kinds of exhaust for all old motorcycles and knickknacks, you know. The Cat Shack is great when you're stuck and you need just that odd little end, you know. And they got it, so it's worth the trip to Peterborough.
Candy store for big kids.
It is. Yeah, that's right up my alley. Apex, it's even got nice wheels on it. Huh. This trip might be getting expensive. It's even got the 2-up seat on it.
Oh. You wouldn't be able to do nuts to butts, though.
That'll be for you and me, honey.
Okay.
Little bit of new fuel line. Just pull her out of the box. They got the tape measure right on the wall.
It's 8 feet. You want more?
Let's go with 8 feet, Jim. Ow! Oh, it's a boy. Yeah. All right, so turns out we didn't have to bring any beers. Mr. Cat Shack himself, Ryan, our good buddy, he said, you know what? Because it's a $3.99, we get it for free 99. This place is definitely a treasure trove. If you're looking, you're stuck, and you need something for your old beater or the new stuff, come on down to Peterborough Cat Shack. This thing here is, she's a nice one down here. You can find whatever you need.
Treasures.
We're finding goodies. Oh, she's taped together. Oh, this ain't original. It's been taped together, Jim. I need my handy dandy pocket knife. Oh, you know, one more thing we should look at, or look for, is brakes for the for Remingtons. Got
A brake caliper?
yeah, caliper or spring or something, whatever bits it's missing, right? It's back.
Back we go.
Look at that seat cover. It's not even ripped.
I'm making it.
Oh, just dandy. I think we may have found a donor for new brakes for Remington's Jag here. We could probably rig this up. This is a better caliper setup. We're missing brake pads, but I'm willing to bet they probably got some in there. Or we could always, instead of farting around with this, Jim, just take one off that has brake pads. we'll see what we can do here. So Christmas is right around the corner, and Cat Shack is gracious enough to put some of our merch on their shelves. So we got some hats, some hoodies, some shirts and stuff. It's limited quantities, but you know, if you're looking for something, stop on down here, pick up some of our merch and some goodies for your old ride. We literally just got home and slid this out. That's one of the problems with these old skids. These wheels here, they get so dry and rotten, even though they look good. Just moving it around in the back of the truck here, we're already losing the tips off of these guys. So if we do decide to use this skid, Jim, I think we're gonna have to pop those wheels from the other skid onto here. God damn it. Alrighty, we are back from the Cat Shack with our little bit of a bounty here. We got the gas cap for Remingtons, we got rebuild kit for the Skidoo. I think we got a brake caliper. This is off a newer, I think it was a Pantera setup, which is different than this, but I'm pretty sure we can make it work. I think we're handy enough there, Jim.
I think so.
And then our buddy Ryan at the Cat Shack. I can't believe we found the identical skid tucked away in the back of the, you know, skid row, I call it, where he's got all those skids hanging there. And this is all complete, all together. It's got the springs, the side rails, all that. And you know what? Free 99. Gotta love it. Thank you very much, Ryan. And this thing, you know, when you first got this, we're like, there's no way that this skid rail is original to that, because we got the identical sleds over by the mom and dad's house there, and they're all bogey set up. And then we're sitting there looking at it. They had it written down in the Cat Shack. Yeah, it's out of a Silver Bullet.
Oh, Silver Bullet. Nice one.
Not that kind of Silver Bullet, Jim. It's not 5 o'clock yet. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So today we are going to be busier than a one-legged man in a kicking contest. Jim, we've got 2 old sleds to pitter-patter, get at her, and then we're also servicing our buddy Kyle's old 340 and his Arctic Cat 800 there. That's a newer 340. Geez, if we get that going, might have to run her for pinks with the old Jag, eh?
Give her a shot.
Free air versus fanner. All right, so I know we heard this thing kind of kick off a little bit, but just to be sure, before we go wasting the whole day, let's see what kind of compression, and make sure we got spark on both cylinders here. And awesome sign is neither one of these was tight. What is going on here? Yeah, these plugs were loose. They're smelling pretty gassy. And what do we got? We got BPR9ESs. We picked up some, what did we get at the Cat Shack? BR8s?
Yeah, BR8 HS.
HS.
Because they're supposed to be a shorter plug in
Yeah,
them.
which should be for this sled, right?
Yes.
So we definitely got some fuel in the cylinders here. Let's see what kind of compression we got, Jim. Not sure what the compression spec is supposed to be, but like anything, especially these older 2-strokes, anything above 90 will be good. Okay, Jim, you want to hold that sucker? What do we got?
I would say...
Oh! That's about as good as Remington's freaking Polaris. Nice one. That's better than Remington's Polaris. Remington's Polaris will only hit 120. You telling me if we lose a cylinder, this thing will be fine? Okay, Jim, I'll get you to hold that again, and I'll say the same thing the gynecologist said to the proctologist. Let's check the other hole, right? Same amount of poles?
Same, Jim.
Oh, this thing's gonna be a rocket. I want to change. You can ride Remingtons. I want to ride this one. Oh my God, 160 each cylinder. We scored on this. Yeah, so we got the new BR8HS here, and yeah, that's quite the reach difference there, Jim. Okay, maybe she'll run a little bit better with these guys in here. I'm not sure what the gap's supposed to be. We'll just check her here. We're about 27 thou. Maybe we should do a quick Google, Jim. They're both the same. So we're gonna gap them tight at 20 thou, Jim. I think we should be good there. And then, yeah, lock and loaded. Let's double check that we got spark happening on both of these bad boys here. That one's sparking. What about this fella? Oh yeah. Looks like we got some good spark there, Jim. Oh. Oh yeah, she is bone dry. Oh, and I've smelled that before. You smell my finger. You've smelled that smell before, haven't you, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is old, dirty gas, and I can, oh yeah, get a shot in there, Jim. She's come apart. You can see the spring laying down in the bottom.
Let's see if I can get in there.
There you go. So this has not seen a drop of gas in a day or two, so we pull her out. I'm actually going to use my hose pliers for hoses this time instead of exhaust springs. Now, you remember which one's which, Jim?
Yeah, that one goes on the left.
Okay. All right, let's pull this guy off of here. Almost trapped under the straps. Hold on, Jim. Well, that came off nice. Well, it's coming apart better than some of the new sleds, Jim. So then we just pull these straps out of the way. We pull this guy off of here. Oh, look at that. Come on. Like, you could actually work on your sled on the side of the trail back in '71. You know, like try and get the gas tank out of your Arctic Cat, the C1 turbos. Yeah, good luck. You gotta take the whole freaking seat and everything apart. Not doing that on the side of the trail, but here we go. Now we'll just flush that out, get some new fuel line and everything in there, and then,
How's the belly pan looking?
yeah, I mean, it's there.
Not rotted through.
We might have to dig through some of this. It looks like, I didn't even notice until just now, but we're missing the bottom plug on the chain case here, Jim. There is 0 oil in there, so we're definitely gonna have to have a peekaboo at that. There may still be some bits and pieces laying in the belly pan here somewhere. We got extra bits. Maybe this was electric start at some point, or that's a ground strap for something else. Well, would you look at that?
Just look at that.
Put that in your pocket, Jim. Yeah, we're gonna have to run the vacuum through here, but we don't want to suck up any of these bolts. We might need some of these. Just gonna pop the fuel line off the bottom of the filter on the carburetor here. And then I just want to see what kind of gunk we got. And I mean, aside from just being, you know, old, varnish looking, there's no chunks of nothing in there. So, I don't know. I think we do got to go ahead and rebuild this, Jim, just because how dry that gas tank was. I think we're here. We got the kit. We might as well pull the carburetor off and Go fresh at it. This thing, she's gonna run, man. She's gonna dangle. I wanna make sure we dig through all this stuff before we go vacuuming it out because I just found the other hood pin there.
Nice one.
In stock. This thing's like the tickle trunk. All this was just laying in this side of the bin now. We got some mysterious washers here. Hopefully they're not innards for the chain case, and that's why that plug was out of there. But this is like, we're like true detectives, Jim. Oh, quick little shop vac action, and Jim, she's looking way better already. Yeah, I got an idea here. Take the camera. I mean, while the tank's out and we're working on it, might as well give her a marketplace rebuild, eh? Oh, got a brand new belly pan. The key is the paint right over top of the rust. Helps lock the paint in, eh? Oh, this thing's gonna be cherry. What a sucker, sold it to us for 30 bucks. She's mint.
If you squint.
Brand new gas tank straps. That's $30. That belly pan is looking tight and right. And I just installed a brand new race muffler thanks to VHTs. Might as well put a brand new recoil on it now too, Jim. We can't blow the budget on this one, Jim. Oh, beauty.
Beautiful.
Looks like you're fishing in the dark there, Jim.
You and me go fishing in the dark.
Gotta dislodge the old weight. She's glued to the bottom there, and then we'll just rinse her out with some brake clean and maybe throw a little bit of gas in there, slosh it around, dump her out a few times. As long as we get all the big chunks out, then we should be good. Well, Jim, while you're doing that, maybe I'll tackle these skids and see if I can make one good one out of the two. I don't know. They're pretty rusty, crusty looking, but we want to use that skid, but those back wheels are junk, so we need these wheels, but the bearings on these ones are junk, so we got to do a bunch of... I can see this going real bad, real fast, so let's cross our fingers, see how this goes. This is my first time ever taking one of these apart, so we need video proof or evidence of where everything went. So come on in close, baby. So as far as I can tell, I got to take this plate off so it'll slide out right out the back like that. So we'll take the other side out, and then I'm assuming this is supposed to come off of here, but I'm thinking it's just seized on this shaft because we got to get at these wheels here so we can hopefully strip that apart and break down, get those wheels off and put them on here. Oh, and just like that, we got a rear axle in our hands. Now, we can't really use this one because these are flopping all around, but I don't know why they're flopping, because if I pinch this tight, that bearing feels beautiful, so obviously something's worn out in here. We'll have to investigate. I have never had one of these apart, so from what I can tell from just looking at it, I think this is a solid aluminum axle, and then these ends just kind of slip on. I think they're keyed because there's a flat section on the shaft here. And then I think it just pinches tight, so maybe we're just missing a shim or it's worn out or something. So I might be able to just make a couple of shim plates to tighten these bearings up. I'd rather do that than have to try and take that other one apart because it is way rustier looking than this one. So this, I believe, just kind of wiggles and should slide off of here.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming up.
I can't believe it's actually coming apart. Somebody obviously took care of it at some point in its life. So we'll clean this all up. Yeah, see, it does have a little flat side notched in there, so the adjuster bolt comes through here and then hits on that flat side and just pushes this axle back. And then you got those cup washers with the bolts that go in here, and that's what locks everything together. So, oh, look at this. Okay, so that's exactly what's going on. I think it's just probably this lip in here is worn out and it's not pushing tight enough on this wheel. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Okay, okay. And these are greasable, and they have definitely been greased because I did not put any grease in here. Look how smooth that is. All right, we are going to fix this instead of replace this.
Right.
This side looks drier than a popcorn fart, honey. I don't know if this one's going to be coming apart as easy as the other side. Oh, she's not moving. Oh, we might be in trouble. Yeah, bugger. I'm gonna have to try and put some heat on here without melting this guy. Dang it. I'm just gonna try and put a little bit of heat to it first. Hopefully I don't wreck anything on here. Come on. See what that does for us. So far, nothing. All right, well, maybe we just spray some magic rust penetrant in there and go have a beer. Oh, hold on, baby. Let's put a little more heat to it. Now I'm gonna take one of my wax tire markers. We're gonna melt that down in there, and hopefully that'll get in between the aluminum and this collar and help get it out of there. She's not playing nice, babe. Problem is it's seized all the way down there, and we're only able to. She seized her salad, Jim. Yeah, that ain't working. So we're just gonna fill it with Rust Blast from my buddy Jamie over at Iron Equipment there, the Klondike. This stuff's pretty cool. Watch how it foams up. So we're just gonna keep filling this up. I'll straighten it out so it goes a little more. Stays in there instead of dripping out. We'll even fill her up over there. Let's let that do its magic, babe. Hopefully the press, we'll press it out of there with all the lube and stuff we got in there. close. It's going quite a bit easier now.
Loosened up.
I think so. I might be able to knock it out from there. Oh, tickety-boo. It's just the bearing is stuck in there. So that right there is the rear axle shaft out of there. This side, it's all corroded up and everything, so this is the side that was the hard one to get off. So I'm gonna clean these all up, and then I'll clean the inside of these bearings out, because the bearings are still in good shape, and you know, we want to keep the budget down to 30 bucks, you know. Putting new parts on this just ain't in the budget. You over here cleaning the carbs?
Cleaning the carburetor.
How's it looking?
The needle seat was sea salad,
Okay.
but we're getting there now. But
Got your handy dandy carb bucket in here, eh?
the diaphragms are pretty hard.
Okay, so it's a good call we were doing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll get that freshened up. And pretty straightforward. We've done, I think I showed this on the channel before, but maybe we'll hang out and watch you do it for a little bit. So for anybody that doesn't know, these tillets and carbs, the fuel pump is the bottom of the carburetor, right? So it's got the stack plates, like the Mikuni fuel pumps and all that. So you got all your diaphragms and gaskets all in between, and then you got your needle and seat all in the bottom of this guy. So you got to separate it all, and then you get the rebuild kit, has all the gaskets, diaphragms, and everything. It actually gives you more than what you need, so you got to kind of match them up for what you need and put her back together. Billy, you're just cleaning her out now. You pulled the idle screw and all that out. Did you screw her in first and count the turns?
Yep, low was 1 turn and high was 1 1/4.
Beauty. That's a good tip to have before you take anything apart. Mixture screws or the idle screws. Always screw them in first. Count how many times it takes it to bottom out, and then you'll know how far it was turned out. So when you go to put it all back together, you can set it back to that. So if you have to screw it in 1 1/4, then that way when you pull it all the way out, clean it, thread it back in, and then just screw it back out 1 1/4. All the passages are clean, Jim?
The passages are clean.
All right,
We'll
so
just give her a little blowout and then replace all the diaphragm and gaskets.
and word on the street is McLeanski mowed the drag strip over at his place a little bit wider for us, because we got a few races planned, as we're farting around over here. So if we get the 340 and the old Olympic up and running today, we can go race them, Jim.
I'll do it.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. I want to race. All right, Jim, what's today's tip of the day?
Today's tip is to see whether or not the needle seat is leaking any fuel, if it's sealing properly.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Nice one.
So I'll just spray a little bit in the top there and just pull her out. Hey, how you doing? So, thanks to Ryan that we had that spare suspension setup. I had to use the axle. It's a bit of a hodgepodge. The original axle, we had the inside edges where the bearing and the wheels sit is all rounded off. So this one, it's nice and square. So I have to use this shaft and then pop a little bit of grease on here before we assemble it all. Now, I would have really liked to use these wheels because these bearings are mint and everything, but these wheels are absolutely junk. Reuse a little bit from both. I've never had one of these axles apart. So this side's got the little grease fitting on there cap. It's open bearing on this side, so we're just gonna slide it down onto there. The other one just goes over top. Then our cap, it's got the flat edge there. Where that is where that's got to line up with the flat edge. And we got our little cup, bolt, Tickety boom. I'm not going to crank it right tight until we get it all back in there. And then same thing on this side. Put the greasable one on first. Then our wheel. Outer cup. Tickety boo. This one, the cap's still stuck in there, so I'm just going to leave it stuck in there. Just for effect. Just so you can see it all tight and right. Beautiful. Alrighty, so I have got the silver bullet suspension all back together, ready to go. So Jim had to run back to the cat shack. I think we got one of the wrong carburetor kits for this fella here. So he's gone back to do that. So I'm gonna focus over here on Remington's. Now, we gotta do kind of the same thing. Compressor test, spark plugs, clean the carb. Got a break from the cat shack. I'm gonna try and rig up on there. So I might as well start with that and then pull the tank off and we'll get it all cleaned out. Basically do absolutely everything that we're doing in that again over here. So we might as well start with a compression test before we get too far. This one's already doing better than that one because the spark plugs are actually tight on this one. They were not so much on that one. We got some BR9 ESs in this one. Actually, let's do a quick spark check, baby. Can you see those fellas? Anything?
I'm not seeing anything.
What's going on? Oh, maybe this switch, hold on. There we go. Okay.
Business.
Get a look at this. So I don't know if this is original. This is just a toggle switch. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a key. It's got the run position and off position, but no, we got a toggle switch for an ignition switch now. Okay, we got spark. Let's just see if we got compression. Now, believe it or not, that old Skidoo, 160 PSI compression, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So let's just see what that has. I'll get you to hold that, honey. Ready? What do we got?
60. Oh shoot.
60?
Sorry. Yeah.
6D?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's not good. I'm definitely taking that one in the race. Typically you need about 90 to be a good running two-stroke. Hold on, let's check this other side. Remington, I think I know where you got it for free. All right, you ready, baby?
Ready.
What do we got?
Over 120.
That right there, that's good. That is what we want to see. That one being half of it, not so much. Let's do that other side one more time. Oh yeah.
Still 60.
Well, maybe we just get the Skidoo running in this one because apparently this needs a top end. Let me call Jim. He's at or on his way to the cat shack. Maybe they got a piston and rings for this thing. Well, and that right there, boys and girls, is proof in the pudding. That's real life results right there. That is why you do a compression test first before you do anything else to the snowmobile, because why waste time putting brakes on it, you know, flushing the gas, doing all that when the motor's smoked. So Jim's gonna ask them at the Cat Shack if they got a top end, you know, old stock kicking around for one of these. You never know, but I think we're only going to be dangling the Skidoozle if we can get her going. So, sorry, Remington. All right, well, Remington's is gonna have to go on the back burner for now, so I guess while Jim's at the Cat Shack looking for the other carb kit, Ryan's gonna, I think they're digging through a bunch of parts to see if they got any, you know, cylinders or pistons or anything for the old 340 Jag there, but in the meantime, I might as well see if I can get that skid in the snowmobile while Jim's out and about. Well, hopefully this goes okay. D-Ron! Yeah? Might need your help. Have you ever put a skid in an Olympic before?
No, I was already in there when we rode it.
I think I gotta go up even higher. A little more. That should do. I have no idea if it's better to slide the front end, the back end. There, I got that. You got that? Well, I mean, so far, not too bad. I think we gotta pull the skid back and the track at the same time as we lower the snowmobile.
It's all ready. We're way up. Well, maybe not.
Not really once we start lowering it down, I think. Let's see here. Now let her down. Just make sure it stays on the outside of that plate.
Yeah, it's on this side.
This one's. There we go. A little more.
Okay, let's see, hold it. I think these ones lined up here. No.
It's gotta go way down. Okay. I think we've got it. I think. I know this ain't right. This, the track's already pretty stinging tight, and the axle's backed all the way off, and it looks like this slider is kind of missing the clips on the track. So the Silver Bullet suspension I don't think is the same as an Olympique, but it is going to be for today. Now I'm just using whatever hardware I got kicking around. It's probably not the right hardware, but it's a little on the light side, 1/4-inch bolts and stuff here. But we just want to see if we can get her mobile, you know? It's a $30 snowmobile. What more do you want?
Yeah, what do you expect?
Oh, yeah, I'd say that track is, she's nice and tight. She's not sagging.
Barely.
But it's moving.
Yeah.
Scrub too much speed off.
Well, it might be, Jim. She's pretty tight, eh? I think we'll just tighten up the axle where it is. Okay, so it spins, but she's a bit tight. There's no cover. Oh, take it easy over there.
Sorry.
There's no cover on the bottom of the chain case here. Jim and I found it in the belly pants on the floor over there. So looks like there's a piece of old fuel line or something down in there. And then we gotta take, I'm guessing we're gonna have to pull this off just to inspect and see. Oh, there's no nut on here. Ha! Oh. I think we got bamboozled, Jim. Oh, and look, the brakes don't work, but just the cable's not hooked up. So we might be able to fix the brakes. That's just gotta be wrapped around there and then cranked back tight in there, I guess. Oh yeah. All right, well, I gotta pull this cover off and see what the heck is laying down in there. And then you didn't find a nut in the belly pan that would fit this, did ya?
No, sir.
Ooh. Nice one. $30 deal, Jim. Somebody hammered on the end of this and flattened all the threads on there, so I gotta hopefully thread file it back in so I can get a nut, because otherwise this is just singing in the breeze.
I want my money back.
So I've got a die started on here. She's gonna be, I don't know if it's 1/2 inch 20, but it is now. So she's running on there. I'll just throw a different nut on it. That tightens up, so well, threads are fixed.
Nice.
This sled started off, you know, we were so optimistic this morning. It was like, oh, it's gonna be a great day. We'll get this thing up and going. We'll rip it against the 340. Every time you turn around. Okay. Well, that's on there. It is not the right nut, but like the ad said when we bought it, if you squint, it's mint, right? Good enough for the girl I go out with?
Right.
Okay, so I popped that rubber plug that we found in the belly pan over there, and then I'm just gonna give it a splash of some 80/90. I'm not gonna be too concerned about how much we put in there, because I have a pretty good feeling this is gonna have a short life. Nice one. Carburetor's going back on, this time with the right carb kit. Apparently, the first time we were there, we got a HR kit for a Makuni carburetor instead of a Tillotson carburetor. Apparently, they're different.
Just a bit.
But shout out to Ryan there. He was taking Jim around everywhere, digging for parts for Remington's 340. So I think Remington, I sent him a message and asked him if he'd take 30 for it, because she's a little bit of a hurting unit, but he says, I guess he wants to rebuild her. So in a different video, we'll finish that one off. Today, it's just gonna be this one now. Okay. So this is the pre-mix.
Yeah, it's the one you had mixed over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're gonna be hopeful, so we might as well put some gas in her. The right. I don't know if I got the right wrench on here. I think so. It's just a wee bit tight, honey. Hold on. There we go. That guy.
Do you have that light down there? It's really dark.
Oh yeah.
On here.
Oh yeah.
That's better.
That's better. Want to try and put this cable back in for the brakes. Then that way, we will be able to yap. It's the Napa Man. Okay, so now, oh, we got solid brakes. Beauty.
That's $30.
That's $30 now. Oh,
Will you give her a little blowjob?
Jen's gonna give her a bit of a blowjob here.
Okay.
Nothing yet, Jim.
How come?
No. The blowjob didn't work at the suck on it.
She had a check valve down in the tank, so your blowjob didn't work.
We're ready.
Let's give her a little spray.
Okay, this is go time. Oh, geez. Let's go, baby. Spray, Jim.
She's sucking the fuel there now.
There you go.
That's the automatic thing.
That's the ring gear. The ring gear's just spinning. Hear it?
Oh yeah.
That'd be the meat grinder if you get into it. Oh, now that, Jim, is $30.
300.
Oh, 3,000. It's famous. It's been on TV.
Throw a wrap on it.
Yeah, Nick, we need to wrap it. Is she a one-pull wonder now?
I'm gonna put choke on try.
Okay. If you don't, you won't.
Oh!
Ah! I think my favorite part's that flywheel. Yeah, something sounds bangy bangy in there. I think you bought a $30 Maraca. I mean, it does flop around and stuff. The clutch is not the best.
Could be the clutch.
Could be that. Could be cogs flying off the drive shaft.
Could be a bunch of them.
Well, I guess we should see if we can get it to idle. Close.
Getting there.
It's getting there. Little by little, bit by bit. switch does not shut it off. That was running pretty good.
It's running.
It's running. I mean, for 30 bucks, that was in a basket case, missing the skid, you know. We got her cleaned up and running. There's only one thing left to try.
Up here?
You read my mind. I know why there's no play in the steering.
See?
The steering sees silent.
Oh no!
Let's spray some lube on it.
God damn it. It's definitely yours that seized. Yeah, this one's moving.
Still real tight.
God damn it.
Where's the grease nipple? Down here, jump the bottom one.
Yeah, it's just this side.
No, it's this side.
That side.
Yeah, that's in here.
This side's screwed and screwed.
Oh yeah.
Just,
I might have to unbolt this and
yeah.
hammer that out of there.
Drag it back.
What do you expect for 30 bucks?
It's got to be the shortest test drive, I think. What was that? 5 feet out of the door?
Yeah. Can't even steer it. 30 bucks.
Too bad we already filled up the gas. I could have had the torch on here. Got her. Okay. So now we gotta get that all the way out of there.
Yeah. That's stuck in there.
Alright, I'll lift it up, raise up those jack stands. All you gotta do is just pull the handles up,
Okay.
and they'll come up on their own. Ugh. Let's do it together. Now we'll try this again. Put the bolt back in a few threads. It's coming, Jim.
These are coming.
So, now that we got it cleaned, it's always important to lube your shaft. Alright. Are you ready, Jim? I got her all lubed up, ready to go.
Put some lube in there.
just take her up just a tiny bit. Oh, well, that's how it's supposed to be, eh?
Nice one. Spring goes on.
Spring. And then this fella. We're kind of straightish, eh?
Let's see. It's turning to the left, but
All right. Does it turn, Jim?
man,
Let's try this.
see if she fires right up.
Not bad for a $30 sled.
That's worth $30. You know, Jim's got to try his $30 fine. You might want hang on to the brake though. She likes to rev up right away. Stay off the grass.
Carbides on that thing there.
That sled is long before carbides. That just got runners on it.
It'd be nice to put some carbide.
Market Jasper for $30.
All right. We need to call that guy that was standing there where you were haggling with STV there. We need his number because $500, buddy. Uh-oh. God damn it.
Y'all broke it.
It just wants to go. Look at that.
You don't need it.
It doesn't. Ah, jeez. Okay. Plan B. Does the headlight work?
There's nothing there.
Well, does it pop up? Oh yeah, she's busted down here. That's that piece that's missing out of the hood. Ah, dang it. Maybe it is only worth $30.
Hood latch even works on this side.
Might need a light for this thing. There we go. Then we just gotta lose this. Put that unit back on. The little seat. There you go. Oh, there you go.
What we got here?
Is there a mouse house in there? Oh, those are washers for
Part for
bolting
the-
it down.
Pockets.
It's like he's negotiating. But this is all I got. Oh, that's looking better already.
Heavy boot.
So we gotta cut this down just a little bit.
2 washers. 3 washers.
Just cut the lump off and fold the stuff over.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we cut it halfway through the lump, because then it would wedge right in there. So cut it like right here. Leave the fabric. Let's just see. Wonder if the bandsaw would cut that.
Fuck, I tried the table
Let's-
saw. I always try the table saw. Get the table saw, boys.
Come on now. It's worth a shot. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh, it looks like a big loaf of bread or something.
And I mean, that's perfect.
Oh, it looks brand new.
Perfect. I mean, it's a little crooked, but. Mint if you squint, right? Okay, so this thing's got to go in there. That's got to go on there. That's got to go in there. And then we just got to wrap her around the stapler. Well, Jim, I would say that seat right there
Is a nice one?
is $30.
You know how I say we mount that?
How?
Seatbelt there to D-Ron's truck, he never uses it anyway. Your seatbelt.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can use that.
She's beauty. That there, aside from a windshield, is a complete snowmobile. For $30.
Perfect.
Wow, 30 bucks for the snowmobile. The skid from Cat Shack was free, 99. A couple of spark plugs. What did we put? A carb rebuild kit. That was what, 20 bucks? So maybe in total we might be 60 bucks into this thing. Quite a few swear words, but and a beer or two. It's time for a beer, Jim.
Always time for that.
Here, Jim.
Oh, the big boy.
You earned it today. Well, Jim, I gotta say, this video's had its ups and downs. You know, it didn't quite go as planned. We were hoping we'd get Remington's 340 running in this video as well, but Remington, we'll see you in another video because she needs a little bit of work. She don't compete with the $3.99. This one's feeling fine. You know, thank you STV for selling this sweetie for $30 because she's a real sweetie. You know what? You could do a lot in a week for 30 bucks. You could drive back and forth to work. You could take the 407 probably once. You know, buy a case of beer, get drunk. Or you could buy a beauty Olympic and rebuild her. Going to the Cat Shack, Peterborough Cat Shack. Thank you, Ryan, for the parts helping us out with this. You guys, if you got old projects, whether it's a snowmobile, a bike, you know, ATV, Peterborough Cat Shack, they're great people down there. They're willing to help you out. Check them out. And they helped us bring this to life. Literally less than a week. We bought this at the Sledorama in Peterborough. It had no skid. It didn't run. It was missing bits and pieces. And Jim, she's a nice one now, man.
What else could you ask for $30?
Start it up for him.
Let's give her a shot. Cross your fingers.
That right there is definitely worth $30, Jim. Cheers, buddy.